This isn't any ordinary Google Pixel, this one runs Graphene OS. And in episode 2 of my 7-day series about testing every camera in my house, I'm going to put it to the test. From the specs to the real world shooting, and then a score out of 50 on my review table. But before we go into the specs, I just want to say I'm going to try and film everything on the Google Pixel 8a. And if I have to change for like a B-roll shot, I'll put what camera I'm using up there. The Google Pixel 8a has a 64 megapixel main camera, followed by a 13 megapixel ultra wide. And on the front, it has a 13 megapixel selfie camera. And it records 4K 30. But because it's on Graphene OS, basically a privacy-first operating system, it can't do slow motion or time lapses. So for the slow motion test, I'm probably gonna have to film a normal frame rate and slow the footage down in post. But now let's test the microphone. So we'll switch to the microphone on the Google Pixel, and I'm gonna see how many steps back it takes until you can't hear me. 20, 21. All of the leaves are wet and now I'm wet. But yeah, it lasted this many steps, and I think that's pretty good. So I just did the specs and I was testing out the cameras, and I saw that the selfie camera looked like really bad. Here, I'll show you. The footage just looks really washed out and grainy. Like, it does not look very good. Something I didn't know when recording this clip, the stabilization on the rear camera kinda sucks. So we're gonna set up the shot, make this like really suspenseful in the edit or something. We're rolling. Oh, perfect. In 3, 2. In 3, 2, 1. Ah! Welcome to the review table, where I'll judge the Google Pixel 8a across 5 different categories. Number 1 is image quality, so how good the overall image looks straight out of the camera. Number 2 is low light, so how good the camera is in darker scenarios. Star is stabilization, because I can't spell. Number 4 is audio, so how good the audio actually sounds. And then the last one is easy, so how easy the camera is actually to use. So let's start off with image quality. And yes, I'm filming this on the iPhone 17 Pro just because it has this dual capture feature. The image quality of the Google Pixel 8a is actually, it's like okay. The front camera sucks. The rear camera is pretty nice. So for the image quality, I'm going to give it a solid 5. Just because the rear camera is actually really crap. Now for low light. So I've tested the low light out a couple times, and I'm going to say it gets a solid 7. It's a little bit grainy and it's not as good as the iPhone. Then for stabilization, the selfie camera on the Google Pixel 8a is really bad. But the rear camera, the main 2 cameras, is actually pretty good, so I'm gonna give it a 6. Now for audio quality. So the audio on the Google Pixel it's just fine. I think it deserves something like a 7. Lastly, for ease of use, I think it's easier than the iPhone, so I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. That means the overall score for the Google Pixel 8a is a 35 out of 50. It's not as good as the iPhone, but I still think it's a really decent score. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you next week where we're testing out an